just too long. And then you remember, this is just the appetizer. A 5-star menu on board Qatar Airways. Qatar Airways, the world's 5-star airline.
This place is great.
Ooh, see what I see? Yeah, we're gonna send her a plate of bacon.
Bacon? Oh, it's a little too aggressive. Let's send her a cheese omelet.
No, an English muffin. It's more proper.
What about a hot cinnamon roll?
Cinnamon roll? Well, that's something you send your sister. I'm gonna send her some bacon.
Compliments of those guys. Oh, yogurt.
Check out the hot bar in town, the Holiday Inn Express Hot Breakfast Bar.
See, you guys don't know anything about women.
I'm proud of what we're doing down here in Garyville, Louisiana. Marathon is using the cleanest, safest, and newest technologies to expand our...
Good morning.
Are you tired of hiding your feet? Use Flexitol Heel Balm for rough, dry, and cracked feet. Visible results in 3 days. Flexitol Heel Balm. It works. And for your other foot care needs, trust the Flexitol family of products.
Documents start with people who have ideas to share. To bring your ideas to life, choose Sir Speedy. We have the expertise and technology to create, print, manage, and distribute them wherever they need to go. Sir Speedy. We are documents.
Have an old 401k. It's not enough to just leave it alone. It takes care and attention from year to year. Open a T. Rowe Price Smart Choice Rollover IRA, and we'll do the work for you. Just choose a T. Rowe Price retirement fund closest to your expected retirement date. Our fund managers adjust the investment mix over time to become more conservative as your retirement date nears, all with no loads, sales charges, or commissions. Visit our website or call our investment guidance specialist at 1-800-953-3418 and consider the move that could make a difference in your retirement. The T. Rowe Price Smart Choice Rollover, 1-800-953-3418. Request a complete prospectus or profile with investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and other information to read and consider carefully before investing. The more you ask, the more we're different. T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
More Americans want the government to help struggling homeowners pay their mortgages. A CNN poll out this morning shows 58% of the people want that to happen. That said, another poll shows 56% of the people are against the bailout plan for Wall Street. In a few hours, Republican Senator Ted Stevens' corruption trial will be in the hands of a jury. Deliberations begin today. He is accused of failing to declare free home renovations and other gifts from an Alaska oil contractor. Stevens denies the charges. T-Mobile releases the first phone with Google software today. The G1 has a touchscreen and a full keyboard, and a feature not available on, that's a feature not available on the iPhone, the keyboard. It also offers popular Google products like Maps, Street View, Gmail, YouTube. It costs $179 with a 2-year contract. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good morning. Nice to see you. Alaska Governor Sarah Palin likes to keep her family close by when she travels, and her state apparently picked up the tab so that she could do that. The Associated Press looked at records, and it found the governor has charged Alaska about $21,000 for her 3 daughters' travel since she took office.
It's very important to stress, however, to put this in context, that Alaska law does not specifically address travel for children of any governor. So there's no evidence that either the governor violated a law or an ethical rule.
Well, Palin has said that she brought her kids with her so that she could spend more time with them. The World Series is finally here. The Rays and the Phillies are going to square off in Game 1 tonight. Rafer with more on who's got the edge. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, it's Tampa Bay because they're at home. And you know when they're at home, the fans have? More cowbell. I've got a fever. The only prescription is more cowbell. Anyway, and when they got more cowbell, the Rays hardly ever lose when they fill that stadium. And now remember, these guys were the worst team in baseball a year ago. Thank you for your applause, Robin.
That was so
very
good.
kind of you.
So
a
good.
championship would be the greatest turnaround in baseball history. Now for the Phils, it's been 25 years since that city has won a, quote, major championship. So both these guys are hungry, and in the next half hour, why the Rays have Vegas odds makers in a panic. The Cleveland Browns have suspended tight end Kellen Winslow Jr. for a game without pay for his comments. We played you yesterday when he revealed he had a staph infection and said he didn't feel supported by the team.
I can't believe that. Like, he's not allowed to say his feelings?
And our fans,
it's not like he was releasing secret information, was it?
And I think our viewers agree with you because they overwhelmingly said he should not be suspended in our text poll. And his was the sixth known case of staph for Browns players in the last 3 years. Michael Vick could be getting out of prison a bit earlier. He pleaded guilty to state dogfighting charges, which could qualify him for an early release from federal prison to a halfway house. He's serving a 23-month prison sentence after pleading guilty to federal charges. And remember this clip we showed you Monday? This is Ref Wilbur Hackett Jr. seemingly putting his shoulder into South Carolina QB Stephen Garcia. This has been watched over 1 million times on the internet. Here it is right here. And now the SEC officials have ruled he was just protecting himself. He used to play linebacker in college. Looks like he was having a flashback, and that's sports.
I guess he just probably thought he was going to get flattened, so he had to do something. A mother says that she woke up her toddler one morning and found blood all over his face. How the little boy was shot while he was sound asleep.
Where is Kilimanjaro? Where is the Spice Island of Zanzibar? Where is the greatest migration of animals in the world? Where can you find a volcanic crater teeming with wildlife? Where did our ancestors first walk the earth? Tanzania, the land of Kilimanjaro, Zanzibar, and the Serengeti.
My dad he was an awesome person. He was a family man. He had never been sick a day in his life when his kidneys failed. The bills came in, they were astounding. Like, they were $10,000 a month. They went to $12,000. I think the highest was like about $15,000. In the end, we ended up filing for bankruptcy, and we didn't have any choice.
The company that's brought America stylishly affordable vehicles has now made it even easier. Now you can get $5,000 cash back on the Kia Sedona minivan and the Kia Sorento midsize SUV. Both come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a 5-star crash safety rating. That's 2 incredible vehicles, 1 incredible deal. With $5,000 cash back, how can you afford not to?
Your own price, huh?
Yeah, they want $200 for a 4-star on the Vegas Strip. I'm going $190.
Oh, you wuss.
What?
Go lower.
$160?
Namby-pamby.
$99.
Now you're negotiating.
At Priceline, find half-price hotels every day. Save up to half off Expedia's best price and Hotels.com's best price on over 16,000 hotels. Find half-price hotels every day at Priceline.
Bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Is it chump change or does it add up? Let's talk about when we take those toll monies into the basket. Hello everyone, I'm Joe Pasichia. This is Comcast Newsmakers. There's talk about raising those tolls. State Senator Phil Haynes of New Jersey's 8th Legislative District is with us. He's going to talk about the governor's toll hike plan. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Joe.
Reality is, of course, it's part of our fabric. We know that we have to pay right now if we're going to be knowing that roads are going to be improved, that we could trust the fact that potholes will not be there. So we may even expect the fact that down the line, because of inflation, we're going to have to pay a little bit more. What are you concerned about?
Well, we agree on that, Joe. My concern is that the fact that it may not be necessary to raise tolls at this time, and in fact, it may be in violation of law. When I talk about tolls, there's 3 components to it, and I'll just briefly summarize them. First is the plan. The plan is by the Turnpike Authority to consider raising the tolls on the Turnpike and the Garden State Parkway, and by the South Jersey Transportation Authority to raise tolls on the Atlantic City Expressway. The second part of the analysis involves what the Republican caucus, of which I'm a member, put forth back in May of this year to address the very concerns that the governor is looking at now without raising tolls, without impacting fees. It would have used current constitutionally dedicated funds plus a $500 million motor vehicle fee, which we would have offset with other cuts in the budget, which were justified. So we feel that because of our proposal, this isn't necessary at this time. And thirdly, we feel that the public hearings held by the Turnpike Authority during the week of September 22 were in violation of the Open Public Meetings Act for a number of reasons, and therefore could result in an invalid toll increase if that's the desire of the Turnpike Authority.
How about the angle that I asked about keeping the roads nice and good?
Well,
is that where the monies are going to go? I know there's a tunnel being built, and we could talk about that to a degree, a tunnel that'll bring New Jersey to New York,
right,
and vice versa, we might as well put out there. Is that part of the equation, and maybe understandably part of the equation?
It is part of the equation, but the third prong of my analysis relates to that tunnel, and we feel that based on our study, our research, that violates NJSA, I think it's 27:20.
Maybe a day for gloves and/or mittens.
Look at this, Greg. Caught on camera, children playing on a rooftop. The exclusive pictures that changed a family's life.
I used to do that all the time. What's the big deal?
You did?
I guess it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
We didn't know how dangerous it was, but it is dangerous. Okay, a healthy little girl never learns to walk or talk. Her body seems to be fine. What's happening here? Doctors can't explain it, but Dr. Subna has a theory and the state-of-the-art tests that are giving her family hope finally.
Breaking up is hard to do. Well, maybe not so much for Guy Ritchie. He's already moved on, Greg.
What do you mean,
Do not cry for him, Argentina, okay?
Madonna apparently moved on before they were broken up.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
What?
We're going to break this down when we come back on Good Day New York.
The ball player who lives across town?
Oh, come on.
That's what...
The House will come to order. Now, all in favor say aye.
If kids could vote on children's health care coverage, they'd get it right. Senator Frank Rottenberg got it right, too. He helped pass health care coverage for uninsured children, providing treatment and preventive care for over 6.5 million kids.
Next vote, longer recess.
Call Frank Rottenberg today. Tell him to keep fighting to ensure our kids. America's Agenda Healthcare for Kids is responsible for this advertising.
I know rheumatoid arthritis is painful, but I didn't know it could attack my joints.
Scientists believe that in moderate to severe RA, your immune system can cause serious damage.
But Enbrel enables me to fight progressive joint damage.
Enbrel works on your immune system to suppress inflammation, help relieve pain and fatigue, and keep joint damage from getting worse.
Enbrel gives me energy to do many of the things I love.
Because prescription Enbrel suppresses your immune system, it may lower your ability to fight infections such as the flu. So don't start it if you have one. Tell your doctor if you're prone to infections, have an open sore, have had hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if, while on Enbrel, you experience persistent fever, bruising, bleeding, or paleness. Serious, sometimes fatal events including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, and nervous system and blood disorders have occurred.
Ask your rheumatologist and envision your possibilities with Enbrel.
The one is over a barrel. It's overcrowded chaos in the construction zone. And here's how Hudson Toyota makes room. An orange barrel blowout. Through Monday night. Over 150 Camrys to choose from. A new 09 Hudson Toyota Camry. $16,995. With over 140 RAV4s in stock. A new Hudson Toyota RAV4. Just $18,995. Over 900 vehicles. On sale. Everyone. With orange barrel blowout savings. Through Monday night. Head for Hudson Toyota. Now.
I just passed go.
$200. Second prize in a beauty contest.
$10 for you.
I got first place. This is nice.
$1,500 nice.
Play Monopoly from the New York Lottery. Get 12 chances to win up to $1 million.
On the next morning show, celebrities out of control.
Cocaine took me down and out.
Most of this is like the speedier stuff.
It's a harrowing look at their fight to get clean and sober.
Dr. Drew on his new season of Celebrity Rehab.
Plus, if you dig diners, pull up a stool.
It's a special edition of This for That.
This morning at 9, right after Good Day on Fox 5. You're watching Good Day New York from the most powerful name in local news, Fox 5 News.
Welcome back at 7:30. Good morning. I'm Rosanna Scotto.
I'm Greg Kelly. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Coming up this morning, hold on to your hats. Mike Woods has the windy and cold forecast.
Also, an exclusive report, some controversy here. Young kids caught on camera playing on a rooftop. Is that a big deal?
Yes,
well,
it's a big deal.
Then I tell you what.
Especially unsupervised and without guards, it's a big deal.
I understand that, but is it, I guess I'm an outlaw. I mean, kids have been playing on roofs since roofs.
Yeah, well.
But nevertheless, there's concern for their welfare. They're not going to jump off the roof, but it was also.
But they could fall down?
It's not only the roof, it's the living conditions where they were inside the apartment.
We're going to see an
underneath that roof.
exclusive report coming up.
All right, that's
And former baseball slugger Jose Canseco looking to slug a celebrity. Julie Chang tells you who he wants to knock out. You're not going to believe this because this guy is so much smaller than he is.
Why not? It's been at least 4 months since he's punched somebody out. 7:31 right now, and we're going to show you the proper etiquette when using high-tech gadgets.
You know what? You better listen to that report.
What do I do that's wrong?
You're always fiddling, you're Googling, you got the iPod in,
I can multitask, yes.
Really? You can?
Oh, you mean I can do all those things but not be nice to the people around me? All right, well, maybe Brett Larson will teach me something.
Yes, that would be nice. First, let's get a look at the weather from New York Weather Authority. Mike, I'm so glad you're sitting next to me because I can be a big guy when you're here.
Well, Mike did confess that he used to skateboard on roofs when he was a kid.
The rules are different.
Times have changed.
For sure.
Okay,
Absolutely.
And when you were younger and your parents gave you a little smack in the back of the head, that was okay. You can't do that
it's
now.
Different.
You can't do that now? I don't know. I mean, well, there's
I'm so glad you don't have kids.
There's such that'll happen someday, I think, but I mean, there's such a focus on safety. And when's the last time you saw a kid ride a bike without a helmet on? I know that's a good idea, but yeah, we've all kind of changed our standards, right?
That's right.
A little bit.
Exactly.
We've learned from past mistakes.
Mistakes, or are we just kind of hyper concerned now? Oh, a nation of worriers.
You know, this is a whole different show.
You're right, and we're taking time away from the weather.
This is a whole different show. Mike needs to tell everybody what they can expect today.
Okay, so I'll just take that and move it along because, you know, we both have good arguments here, and then we'll never get settled. So let's get to your forecast and show you what's going on outside right now. That much I can tell you what's happening right now. Let's take you to the maps and show you what's happening at this point in time. We're watching skies clear out, and we are going to have a pretty decent day coming up for us. By the way, let's say happy birthday to Monique in Great Neck, turning 23 years old. Just so you know, Monique, your uncle is getting his AARP subscription all settled out. Happy birthday to you. All right, there's the store. Moving out of here. That's for you, gal. Tell you what, we've got these looking better for us. More sunshine coming in, but your temperatures are cool. 46 out of LaGuardia right now, but it feels cooler than that with temperatures feeling more like we're in the mid to upper 30s. Yeah, it's going to be a cool start to the day, but more sunshine coming in as time goes on. High temperature of 53. No worries for rain for a few days, not until late Saturday into Sunday, and that one could be pretty big on Sunday. We'll get you more details in a little bit here. Greg?
Thank you, Mike. 2 New York City Transit police officers hospitalized this morning after being shot trying to make an arrest at a Queens subway station.
And actually, that arrest is caught on camera in an exclusive photo in the Daily News. It's kind of odd because you never see this. That's why I think it's so interesting, right? You never really see the police officers in action.
Now we have people with cell phone cameras everywhere, but there it is. This is one of the suspects right there. That's a good guy, we believe, right there.
Right. Fox 5's Catherine Craig is in Elmhurst right now with more on what went wrong and how both officers are doing this morning. Catherine, what's the latest?
And right now here at Elmhurst Hospital, Rosanna and Greg, the officer who was shot in the chest, he's in critical but stable condition. The other officer is unstable, and this was supposed to be an easy arrest, but according to the NYPD, the suspect wasn't giving up so easily.
Police say it began with a minor violation and turned into a major situation. A man tried to use a student MetroCard to get on a subway. A light signaled in the station that he was an unauthorized user. 2 transit police officers came up to him. Police say 32-year-old Raul Nunez started fighting with them, and it was a fierce struggle. Everyone fell to the ground, and then one of the officers' gun became loose.
Nunez grabbed it, stood up, and fired at both officers while they were still on the ground.
Police say Nunez shot Officer Shane Farina in the chest and Officer Jason Moss in the lower back. Police say Nunez took off and shot at a third officer several times.
And that third policeman, a lieutenant, fired back at the suspect, hitting him. Nunez ended up in the hospital, and right now he is in stable condition as well, facing several charges. Reporting live, Catherine Craig. Back to you, Rosanna and Greg.
All right, thank you, Catherine. We have breaking news for you right now, a 2-alarm fire in New Jersey.
Let's go to Fox 5's Kai Simonson. He's overhead in the helicopter. Kai?
Greg, Rosanna, good morning to you. We've got a very serious fire, 2-alarm fire going here in North Bergen, New Jersey. These are live pictures now from Sky Fox HD over 1409 51st Street. This is it looks like a multi-family home. You can see we have a fully involved fire. We heard a little bit earlier that the fire originated on the 2nd floor, and you can see that continuing out here. A large smoke condition. Flames continue to spray out of that window right now. Firefighters trying desperately to get this fire under control. Now, we have heard some reports that some people may be trapped. That's pretty much radio chatter at this point. We have not confirmed that just yet. No injuries have been reported, but once again, we have a multi-family home that is on fire here in North Bergen, New Jersey. It's at 1409 51st Street. A 2nd alarm. Firefighters trying desperately to get the fire under control. Back on over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we have a disturbing story out of New Jersey. Toddlers left alone on a rooftop, coming dangerously close to the edge. Now the woman supposed to care for them is under arrest. Our sister station, My 9 News, broke this story. Reporter Giovanna Dierpeck brings us this exclusive report.
What in the world are these 2 toddlers doing up on this roof, apparently all alone? My 9 News has obtained these exclusive pictures that are now part of a child endangerment investigation in Hudson County. Grecia Taveras had no idea what was going on. She's the little boy's mother. And while she was working and going to school, she left her son in her sister's care. Her sister, 21-year-old Sasha Taveras, is now in jail.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake that should have not happened. It was just one little second that changed the rest of all of our lives.
No, it's not a mistake. There's no mistake for little kids.
In this picture My 9 News obtained exclusively, the little boy is peering over the edge of their 3-story apartment building in Union City. In this picture, the kids, who are a year and a half and nearly 2 years old, are kneeling down, looking down some 30 feet. And this is what they could have fallen to: hubcaps, rims, a car, or concrete. Sasha Taveras is also the mother of the little girl you see playing up on the roof last Thursday when these pictures were taken.
She said, I don't know how it happened. I swear to God, I don't even know how the kids got outside.
According to Johanna Procel, the children's grandmother, Sasha said she had a friend over who wanted to smoke a cigarette up on the roof and accidentally left the door open. Friday, the Department of Youth and Family Services took away Sasha's daughter, Grecia's little boy, and Grecia's other child, a 3-month-old son. Sasha was also watching the same day these exclusive pictures were taken. Grecia is heartbroken.
Put it on TV the way I fixed my house.
Apartment.
I fixed my house. They tried to say that I wasn't feeding my kids because there was no food there, and my mother lives right downstairs. I go to school full time and I work.
Can you please go see the house, because they say that she don't have anything.
Grecia shows us the formula in the room full of furniture her employer donated to try to help her out after the Department of Youth and Family Services took the kids away. She won't come anywhere near the roof. It's too painful for her and the children's grandmother.
We got feelings too, and we know they could have died.
Now all Grecia can think about are her kids, who aren't there to wake her up in the morning.
It's horrible. My house is not my house without my kids. It's not, I just want my kids back.
The Hudson County prosecutor says he's not exactly sure how long the kids were up there for, but he says it was clearly for a number of minutes. By the way, Sasha's family just wants to know why the person who was taking the photos seemed more interested in getting the snapshots than actually getting the children down from the rooftop. In Jersey City, Giovanna Dierpeck, Fox 5 News.
Well, what do you think, Rosanna?
You know what? I think it's a very sensitive subject. It's terrible that this young woman has her children now in foster care, but you have to be careful. Kids, it takes 1 second for an accident to happen.
Yeah, good thing Child Services wasn't keeping an eye on my brother. We used to have tug-of-war fights on top of the garage, which was nearly as high as that house.
I know, but times have changed. People are, these are toddlers, and anything can happen, and times have changed. People have different ideas about where children can play and not play these days.
She seemed heartfelt, and it just, gosh, how she was heartbroken, clearly.
I know, and she's getting help from her mother, which, we can talk about this all day.
All right, well, we'll keep you updated, folks.
Yes.
In the meantime, in health news, a perfectly healthy little girl is struck by a devastating illness, but there's no diagnosis.
We first told you about her a few months ago, but after our story ran, her parents got some good news. Dr. Supna's here with more right now. All right, Dr. Supna?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, they found out that this new program at the nation's top hospital decided to try and help her. and accept her case. But this program's really interesting. They specialize in trying to solve these mysterious illnesses, but they also want to learn from these patients to hopefully advance healthcare for all of us. So we checked it out last week. We followed Paige and her hopeful parents to the National Institutes of Health. Are you guys exhausted?
A bit, yes.
More mentally than physically.
Exhausted after 2 days of intense medical testing and over 2 years of searching for an answer for their little girl. Paige Borhill was a happy and apparently healthy baby until she was 10 months old. Then the uncontrolled movement started. She never learned to walk or talk, and doctors around the country cannot explain why.
It's a different type of movement disorder than, say, a kid with cerebral palsy would have.
She's now part of a brand new program at the National Institutes of Health. It's called the Undiagnosed Diseases Program, and the goal is to solve mysterious cases. Once accepted, the patient comes here for about a week and is evaluated by over 25 different specialists.
We created this program, this Undiagnosed Diseases Program, because there was a need.
The treatment is free. It's funded by tax dollars. Dr. William Gall is the program director. He says they have to be highly selective and will accept no more than 100 patients a year.
What we think that we can offer is perhaps a different perspective. We also have state-of-the-art genetic analysis.
This is Paige's DNA that's been extracted from blood that was drawn here.
From morning until evening, she goes from specialist to specialist, all in an effort to solve her baffling case.
When she sits, she's moving her body around like that.
It's a busy day, but it's also a good thing, so we're getting it all done. We're doing everything that can be done to help her.
In one place.
In one place.
So for Paige, this testing continues, and unfortunately, there's no promise of a diagnosis. We have more info on the Undiagnosed Diseases Program on our website, myfoxny.com. If you click on the Good Day tab, you can also get the latest on Paige's condition. So they're still going to have to go back and actually get more
they
testing.
Have no idea, nothing?
What they're thinking is,
what's wrong with
A,
this
it could
baby?
be genetic, or B, it could be a result of a viral illness that she had when she was a lot younger that's caused an injury to her brain, or it could be some combination of both. But that's what happens. You get evaluated by, over 25 different specialties,
right,
and try to piece together the puzzle.
And she's where she needs to be to possibly get this thing worked out.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Subna. 7:42 right now.
Let's see what's happening with Mike Woods right now.
All right, Mike Woods got the report on what's happening with the storm from yesterday. It's pulling out of here now. The cool, dry air settling in back behind. So the clouds that are with us right now will break up as we go through the morning and into the afternoon. And we need that sun. It's kind of cool outside, 46 out of LaGuardia, but with the wind factored in, it feels like we're in the mid to upper 30s. Kind of a chilly day. A mix of clouds and sun through the day, more sun in the afternoon, and a high temperature today of about 53 with winds coming at you from the north at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, but sometimes gusting a little bit higher. All right, let's bring in Inez right now and see what's going on with your morning commute. Something on the Jackie Robinson there, Inez?
That's right, Mike. We do have delays on the Jackie Robinson Parkway, also affecting the Grand Central Parkway and the Van Wyck. Here's a look at the Jackie Robinson Parkway. You can see traffic moving really slow. This is westbound just as you get off the Grand Central Parkway. Now, the problem is before Metropolitan Avenue, a tractor-trailer struck an overpass, so that's why you have these delays. Other problems in the area, delays on the Bruckner this morning. After the Bronx River Parkway southbound, you have one lane blocked with a crash. Delays go back to the Bruckner interchange. Alternate side, that is suspended today. Meters are still in effect. For more traffic information, log on to nytrafficauthority.com. Greg, Rosanna.
Thank you so much. 7:43 right now.
Are you trying to get the inside gossip from Julie before she even goes on the air today?
I like to get the preview before she speaks to the people, but she never really gives me much.
All right, Julie, I have
She
to say,
saves it.
this Guy Ritchie Madonna thing, is it really that much of a surprise? Because didn't we know months ago they were kind of staying together because she had a tour, he had a movie opening?
Exactly. I think they were waiting for the right time to sort of announce, and when is really the right time, right? So apparently he's moved on. Us Weekly is reporting that Guy Ritchie has a new woman. Yeah, Us Weekly says that the soon-to-be ex-hubby of Madonna is already dating British actress Kelly Riley. She stars in Sherlock Holmes, which Ritchie is currently directing. Ritchie demanded a divorce earlier this month, soon after reports surfaced that Madonna went out to dinner with Alex Rodriguez right here in New York.
A lot of reports more than that.
I know. We like to keep it G-rated for
What
the
is
morning
it, Guy
show, right?
wanted somebody who had an authentic English accent?
Perhaps, right? Those American girls, tough to put up with.
Does she have to give up the English accent now that she's divorcing Guy Ritchie?
I don't know, but she should have blueberries flown in from Canada, too. He'd be like, abort, abort. Page 6 says the Yankee slugger, by the way, has recently given a photo of himself to Madonna's building on the west side so he can visit at will. So apparently they're getting along. Yes. And what do you get when you put a 6'4" home run slugger against a 5'6" Patriots family star?
Partridge Family.
I'm sorry.
The Partridge Family.
I am too excited. I can't read. A boxing match.
Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah, she never watched the Partridge Family.
Yeah, you don't know what
Partridge
anything.
Family.
Before her time.
I was living in Korea at the
Jose
time.
Canseco is going to fight Danny Bonaducci.
I know, that's going to be good, right?
The
They're
redheaded
heading to
kid
the
from
ring.
Partridge Family.
Yes, according to the Post, the two will be squaring off for a celebrity boxing.
There he is.
Yeah, Canseco tells the paper he swears to flatten his opponent in the first round.
Duh, he's so much bigger.
Hey, I tell you,
Professional athlete, right?
He's in shape, Bonaducci. He is in great shape.
But he's a little guy,
like a live wire, to be honest.
Maybe he's fast. You know what I mean? He'll be fast in the ring. And
yeah,
you know,
and Bonaducci, by the way, told the Philadelphia Daily News, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Oh,
the two will be duking it out on January 17th. And by the way, I was up late last night for the Us Weekly Hot Hollywood party, and I think we have a little footage of that.
Good. Did you wear this? Because this
I
is
did. Star of the Year was Zac Efron, and coming up next hour, you'll hear from him along with a slew of other stars being honored.
Julie, see you in a little bit.
Okay.
And coming up on Good Day New York, it's annoying, but you probably do it too. The do's and don'ts of using your cell phone and iPod in public. We discuss technology etiquette coming up.
Is there a problem? And the Rays and the Phillies are ready for the World Series. A preview next in sports. Good Day New York coming right back.
Club rules. Get a better night's sleep in our 25% wider, fully flat beds. Club World Business Class from British Airways.
It's my friend's house. I'm allowed to stay. Hey, buddy. Jeff's phone here. Thanks so much for letting us stay at your place. Oh, and that call about the alarm code. We won't be getting it. Boy, Genius here doesn't have AT&T, so he's got 0 bars right now.
You like breaking in the house?
No, I didn't break in anywhere. I'm allowed to be here. We're just gonna head down to county and make some new friends. Awesome.
For the best coverage, switch to AT&T. More bars in more places.
I helped him pick it out.
Get our exclusive LG Shine for only $49.99 and get one free.
Prepare yourself for an event so big, we couldn't fit it inside. Nissan's Fall Tent Event. Get the best deals now on reliable sedans, powerful trucks, and durable SUVs. Like $199 a month for the Nissan Rogue, or a $199 lease on Altima. Your choice. Your new Nissan will last and last, but event savings won't. Tents come down October 31st.
I'm calling to report a missing child.
He's alive, Mrs. Collins.
The Los Angeles Police Department is thankful for making this joyful reunion possible.
That's not my son.
A mother's anguish.
I have given the LAPD every opportunity to admit their mistake.
A police cover-up.
You're to convey the prisoner to the Los Angeles County Psychopathic Ward.
I didn't start this fight, but I'm gonna finish it.
An unforgettable true story from director Clint Eastwood.
I want my son back!
Changeling, rated R. Select theaters Friday everywhere, October 31st.
Getting your daily vegetables and fruit can be difficult. 9 out of 10 adults don't get the recommended amount. That's why there's V8 V-Fusion juice. It's 100% juice with a full serving of vegetables, a full serving of fruit, and antioxidants A, C, and E. You get vegetable nutrition we all need, but what you taste is the fruit. Plus, there's no added sugar and no preservatives. Try V8 V-Fusion and 5 great flavors. An easy, delicious way to get more vegetables. Brand Power, helping you buy better.
Club rules. Help yourself between meals from our club kitchen. Club World Business Class from British Airways.
The economy in a slump. Thousands of people laid off. Are you willing to travel?
There is opportunity for the right job.
Where they're hiring. Today at 5.
Welcome back, folks. You know, my mom and dad have a problem with me checking my BlackBerry during dinner. And my question for them is, what's your problem?
You're very rude.
I'm just teasing,
All right,
Mom and
their
Dad.
problem?
Well.
All right, our Brett Larson joins us right now with simple ways you can reconnect with the world around you. I mean,
People are annoying a lot of people right now with the technology.
people are annoying.
Yeah, people are annoying.
Stop that.
People who
In general.
checking their email when they should be doing it. I like when you're talking to someone and they're like, oh yeah.
It's so rude, isn't it? It's like, am I boring you?
Yeah, it is rude, and it's incredibly rude. So put down the BlackBerry, hang up your cell phone, log off, and listen up before you step out to face the day. There are some new rules for your electronic life.
Is it right to use your cell phone when you're in line at the grocery store?
If you can speak real quietly, yes.
Technology. It brings out the best in all of us. Fox 5, can I ask you a question? No? Fox 5, can I ask you a question? We decided to bring in the experts to help us with etiquette. Would you talk on your phone in line at the grocery store?
Probably not, because I just don't feel comfortable doing that.
First of all, you know, when you're surrounded by strangers, they're hearing your conversation. You're making them privy to your private details of your life. People don't want to hear it, and you shouldn't be giving out that information.
Suzanne Rust is staff editor with Real Simple, and she tells us having etiquette is, well, pretty simple.
It's not okay. I mean, you're dealing with people, you're interacting with people, you give them the courtesy of just pausing for a moment and dealing with them, whatever it is, whoever it is, you just give them a moment of your time and, you know, just take your earphones out for a moment and interact.
And there's some things you really don't want to know.
Right.
Like who's going out with who and...
Last time you went to the doctor.
Right. Yeah.
Do you take both your earphones out when you stop to talk to someone?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good, good.
I don't wear headphones.
Oh, okay.
It depends on the person, of course.
Yeah?
Yes.
What about if you're in a hurry?
Then you just wave and say hi. Catch you later.
Right. Turn the music up loud so you don't hear them chasing after you?
No, that would be rude.
You should take them both out. I mean, it's all about etiquette. People want to feel comfortable. They want to feel like they're the center of attention for those few moments. Hit the pause button, take out your earbuds, and talk to your friend.
Fox 5, can I ask you a question? Thanks. Okay. What about if somebody calls you, do you email them back?
Not usually.
All right.
But I will text them back. If it's something casual, it seems like they're cool, you can email or text them and just say, look, can we get in touch later? I'm a little bit busy right now. And there's nothing uncivil about that.
As for annoying reporters asking people questions, the verdict is still out. Fox 5, can I ask you a quick question? All right. Hey, doesn't want to be talked to.
That is the story of my life when I go out there with a camera. Hey, listen, we're actually going to have a message board at myfoxny.com. You can post your favorite pet peeves. One of my biggest pet peeves, people who stop on the steps to the subway to answer or make a phone call. There's 12 million people, folks, standing behind you. Get on with your life.
Brett Larson, thank you so much for that information this morning. Now we know. Steer clear of him on the steps.
He's mad as hell, and he's not going to take it anymore.
Let's go to Mike Woods right now with a check on the weather.
He's mad as hell, and he's not going to take it anymore.
What am I mad
Mike's
about?
never been mad.
Yeah, I'm a pretty happy guy. You know why? Because I get to do all the good news stuff most of the time. And by the way, I have to send out some more happy birthday wishes. One to Aaliyah, turning 7 years old today, and also to Jasmine and Mia, turning 12 years old. They're twins. Mom and Dad and your sister say happy birthday to you. We've got partly cloudy skies right now, 44 degrees. Other temps in the area, we're talking about low to mid 40s for everyone. So storm's not coming in, it's going out of the area. So we're going to see more sunshine as time goes on. High temperature up to 53 today, and the sunshine is making a comeback full time for you Thursday and Friday, but showers come back late Saturday into Sunday. Sunday looks pretty messy. Greg?
All right, thank you very much. Checking Good Day Sports. The wait is over.
It's time for the Fall Classic. Here's Duke with the preview.
Yeah, play ball. Game 1 of the World Series is tonight in Tampa, actually St. Pete. The Phillies worked out yesterday at the Tropicana Dome in St. Pete, and Jason Worth of the Phils thinks the Rays are a lot like his team.
They're a good club, for sure. They got young, exciting players, and they kind of a little bit like us, I think, in a way. And I think it's going to be a good matchup.
They got some young guys and have big arms, and it's going to be a challenge for us.
All right, speaking of arms, Scott Kazmir will start tonight for the Rays, and he says he's not going to change his approach in this game at all.
It's going to feel like a regular game to me. I'm going to go with my same approach, which is attack the strike zone, use my fastball as much as I can, and just mix up my pitches and keep them off balance.
Mets fans watch him and say, what could have been? All right, you can catch Game 1 tonight at 8 o'clock right here on Fox 5. Remember, the Mets had traded Kazmir as a prospect for Victor Zambrano and a couple other bad trades.
So that means you're on late tonight, right?
I'm on at 1 in the morning tonight.
Fabulous.
I'll see you tomorrow morning, too.
Okay, thanks, Duke.
Stick around, folks. We will be right back.
It's the JCPenney Final Days.